Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will put it away to get this one started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. For the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They're going back to the ground. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way. And who
going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Off he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To the ground with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The option look. Nifty little dance step. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough lead. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick strike complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one splits the uprights.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the 2nd level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took the steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Going up top on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Oh, he wants it all. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's O'Donnell. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes the connection, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting first impression.
On second down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
After the misfire, now on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try it on the ground. And the Rebels get it past the sticks. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down.
Hey, fourth and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Shakes off the tackler. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Flushed out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third and less than a yard, ball right at the 20. He'll go to the sneak. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to hit.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's McDowell. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Might as well give it to him again. At the 40, there he goes. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's O'Donnell. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that separated down.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to find some room. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback sneak trying to get a push. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He's got great speed. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires one high and deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
To throw, it's O'Donnell. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This crowd knows when to bring it. The hand to the running back. Fights off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up on a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Lets it fly. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Motion from the offense. From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Got his man quickly. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got him downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. With jet sweep pass. defense just destroyed this play. He's going to lose 10.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
3rd and goal coming up here. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, how did you make that move? And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
And I tell you what, he drops back to pass, nothing really open, tries to scramble, but now because he got a little bit more yards, is this maybe decision time on 4th and goal, down by more than a field goal? This might be time to go for it.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They take the lead with the 6. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get to the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Pocket starts to collapse. Still running at the 40. And he breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Out of the gun, the inside give. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Hand off from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
On the move. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. The back goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fast motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll go to the ground. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's O'Donnell trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. On target over the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day showing you.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about that D coming up with a play like that? As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking to throw on second down. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Offense in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there,
Lost one deep down the right side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll keep it on the ground, the clock is on their side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And they'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that, just consistent.